Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Marina here, and as always, I'm happy to be coming to you in another video. If it's your first time here, you're welcome. My name is Marina. I'm a Nigerian Canadian and I make videos out of Saskatoon in Canada. On this channel, I share information to make settling into life in Canada seamless for newcomers and foreign trained professionals. So if this is information that you're looking for or content you think you might be interested in, please do well to hit the subscribe button below and turn on the notification, the bell beside it, so that you know every time I upload new content. To my returning subscribers, it is always such a pleasure to have you on my channel. Thank you for clicking to watch this video. In today's video, guys, I'm going to be sharing something that I've always wanted to talk about, especially since the beginning of the year, and it's about career mistakes that you need to avoid in 2022. If this is content you think you're interested in, you know what to do. Definitely keep watching. Why am I talking about career mistakes in 2022, guys? Because from the emails and from the messages you guys send to me, I see that a large percentage of my audience are newcomers to Canada or people who are just foreign trained professionals who are preparing to land in Canada. And from some of the questions that you guys ask me and from the information you already provide to me, some of you are already on your way to making bad decisions, which is why I'm making this video, just to help you understand how to step back, take some time to do a little more digging before you finalize on some of those decisions. And for professionals who are already in Canada and you're already making plans to take that extra certification this year, I want you to be able to take a step back and pause and ask yourself if that certification is what you really need as the next step in your career. So that's kind of why I'm having this conversation today. The first career mistake that I see that a lot of people have been making is that they are not doing enough research. A lot of people do not even stop to try to study and understand the industries that they're in or the industry that they're trying to get into as newcomers. You must understand that while the technical skills may be the same as what you would have done in your home country, you will need to learn how that industry operates in Canada. You will need to understand the industry specific requirements that you need to succeed in that role. Do you need a license? Do you need professional certifications? What are the must-have skills that you need to succeed in that role? What are the nice to have skills? Now, this is why I find that a lot of people get hung up, because a lot of people have spent a lot of time, a lot of money taking certifications after certifications, and all the certifications you are taking are in areas that are nice to have and not must-haves for your industry. Understand your industry and know what is obtainable, so that if you're taking certifications that are relevant to the profession that you want to do, not just because you want to have an additional title or additional abbreviation beside your name on LinkedIn. Those things at the end of the day might not really count. Then you want to do what is called a skill mapping. I attended a career bootcamp that was put together by Dr. Adeola Olubamiji. She's called Dr. Adi on Instagram. I attended one of her career bootcamps last December, and that's where I first heard in detail how a skill mapping analysis should be done. So say for instance you're interested in becoming a business analyst, or you have always been a business analyst, you come into Canada and you want to continue your profession as a business analyst. How do you do a skill mapping analysis? Take like 5 different job postings of business analysts across different organizations and check what is common to all of them. So if you put all those job postings side by side, are there particular skills and requirements that are common to these 5 different postings in 5 different organizations? That will give you a picture of the must-have skills. It's a must-have. If it shows up on 5 different job postings across 5 different organizations, it is definitely a must-have skill for you to have as a business analyst. So check all the skills that are common to all of them. It will give you a picture of your must-haves, and then you want to go back and look at skills that are on some of them that are not on the others. It will give you a picture of the nice to have. So while some organizations insist on them, other organizations can do without them. You want to now separate those two. And if you find that there are must-have areas that you don't have a lot of competency in, or you don't have a lot of experience in, that is what should now inform the kind of certifications you take. That's what's now going to inform the kind of trainings that you enroll yourself for, to prepare yourself to give you more skills in the must-have areas. If you already nailed all the must-haves, you check all of them and you realize that, okay, I'm already very proficient, or I'm already very skilled in the must-have areas, and then there are some nice-to-haves that you don't have, then you can take additional training in that area. So in identifying what training, what certification you want to take in the new year, you want to make sure that you're being intentional about the kind of training you're taking, so that you're preparing yourself for something that will be relevant. So you don't end up gathering all these certifications, you will just have so many abbreviations beside your name on LinkedIn, yet you're not landing the kind of jobs that you really want. So you want to be sure that you're not taking trainings that major on the minor, okay? You want to make sure you're paying attention to the must-haves, and that is what you're building capacity in. When you have been able to nail the must-haves for the profession that you're trying to get into, recruiters will start looking for you, and that's the goal. That's what we all want. Another reason why you need to do proper research, especially in Canada, is you want to learn how jobs are named. You want to learn the way Canadian organization title their jobs. What I find a lot of people do is that we stay hung up on the job titles without paying enough attention to the content of the work that title is going to be doing. I'll use myself as an example. So when I came into Canada, I did work previously in human resources and administration. So when I came here, I was looking for roles that had like the admin, the HR in the title, not understanding that in Canada, admin assistant is a completely different pathway from what I had known before. So even if the job titles were similar, the career path for the two professions were different. So if, for instance, you are an admin officer in Nigeria, let me explain to you what an admin officer looks like here. In Nigeria, it's typical that you can see somebody who's an admin officer in an organization, but the person has a bachelor's degree. For some people, they can be admin officer, but they are senior admin officers. They have a university degree. Some people even have master's degree and have a number of years of experience for you to be like a senior admin officer in certain organizations in Nigeria. But here in Canada, an admin assistant diploma or an administrative professional is not a university graduate. They attended maybe like a diploma, took like a 1-year diploma or a business administration certificate. Those are the people who land admin roles. So if you don't already know this distinction, you're going to go and bring your years of experience as admin, your university degree, and you're going to squeeze yourself into an admin profession here, not knowing that admin jobs do not always lead to professional careers. So if you take your university degree and come to Canada and start doing work as an admin assistant, hoping that one day you will become a senior specialist in something, it may not happen. That's why you need to learn who is an admin assistant in Canada, what's their qualification, what's the career path, what does it look like, is this what I want? If it's what you want, by all means get into it. But if you're coming from a place where you have a university degree and the goal is that you want to get on a professional pathway, you need to now learn, what do I have to do? What do I have to do to get me into this professional pathway that I want, instead of taking this pathway and this pathway that are parallel to each other and try to marry them? It might not happen. It might eventually happen, like it did in my case. I eventually will have been able to move from the support pathway into the professional pathway that I want, but I lost a number of years doing that. You don't have to make the same mistake. Just make sure that you're learning properly how jobs are named. So when you're looking for work, don't stay hung up on job titles. Make sure you're reading the content of the work and see how the skills and the abilities you bring apply to that role. Okay? So don't shortchange yourself. So make sure you're learning the industry, learning your industry, understand how the jobs are named, and understand the skills, the must-haves, the nice-to-haves, and make sure that you're paying attention to what is really relevant. The next major mistake that I see a lot of newcomers especially are making is that you are limiting yourself. You're limiting your search. So for instance, you came in through Saskatchewan Immigration Nominee Program, which means you have to live in Saskatchewan. Newcomers are looking for work only in Saskatchewan. I don't understand that. COVID has taken away the location barriers. With the virtual world that we have going, I do not see a possibility where we're all going to go back to the way work was 100% before COVID. That's not going to happen. Even now that restrictions are getting lifted everywhere, employers are embracing the hybrid approach where people can still do their work 80% at home and 20% at work. Some people are going 100% remote. Because of that, You can live in Saskatchewan and be working for an employer in Ontario. You can live in Saskatoon and your employer is in Vancouver. You can live in Saskatoon and your employer is in Toronto. It is happening. So do not limit yourself. Right now, the job market has changed, people. Job market has changed. It is no longer business as usual. It is an employee's market right now. So don't limit yourself. Don't confine yourself to certain locations because that's where you live. Spread your nets. Search for jobs everywhere. You just never know. I know a number of people, a lot of people who live in Saskatoon, but their employers are in other provinces. So don't limit yourself. COVID has taken away that barrier. Don't box yourself, okay? And then one very common thing that I used to hear people say a lot is that as a foreign trained professional, your previous experience does not count. If you had told me this maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I would have said, okay, to an extent, that's correct. But you guys, today, I absolutely would disagree with you 100% that your previous experience you're bringing from your home country does not count. That is no longer applicable. There are newcomers who are landing in Canada and are landing 6-figure jobs even before they arrive. I'm not telling you what I don't know. I know a number of people that this has happened to. The job market has changed in such a way that there is competition for a lot of talent, especially global talent. It is an employees market right now, which means that employers are scrambling for talent. So right now, that separation that used to come from, oh no, we're looking for Canadian experience, that is very, very quickly becoming a thing of the past. Newcomers are landing hot jobs, you guys. When I tell you hot jobs, look, I work in recruiting. I'm not telling you what I don't know. I see what it is like out there. And I see the kind of opportunities that people are landing, and I'm telling you for free, you can actually land a yummy job before you spend 1 month in Canada. That's the truth. You no longer have to start from rock bottom. All of it has to do with how much research you're doing, how much you understand the times, how much you understand the trends in the industries, and how you're positioning yourself to take advantage of these opportunities that are everywhere. You want to, that's the reason why you need to do research. You need to check what is obtainable where I'm going, what are the kind of jobs that are in demand, how do I compare to what is in demand, how do I improve myself so that I become more competitive in this market. Because guys, like I said, the market has changed. It is an employees market right now. If you're not getting the roles that you want, if you're not getting the roles that you truly desire, then a change of strategy is needed. You need to sit down, take a step back and check, what am I doing wrong? In what way am I not positioning myself appropriately for the opportunities that are out there? Because guys, the opportunities are endless. That's the truth. The opportunities that are out there right now, they are endless, and you will be doing yourself a disservice if you don't position yourself appropriately to take advantage of all these opportunities. So don't limit your search. COVID has taken down those barriers. Break out of the box and spread your tentacles. The opportunities, like I said, are endless. A lot of people don't really consider this as an option, but you want to consider getting a career coach, because sometimes we feel like, oh, all the information we need is online. I can just read and do it, which is correct. But the truth is, you come to a stage in your career sometimes where it does not seem like the next path is clear for you. I got to that point, which is why I went for that boot camp by Dr. Adi. I'm going to leave Dr. Adi's Instagram handle on the screen so that you guys go check her out. Like, I got a lot from that. I feel like that boot camp provided a lot of clarity for me. It gave me like a clear direction of what my career path can look like. It gave me a path of, you know what, there's more. There are multiple areas I can diversify in. There were a lot of things I heard in that bootcamp that I did not think were possible until I listened to her talk about them. So think about it. You want to consider that part as well. Consider a career coach. Consider getting professional perspective. Consider getting a professional to look at your resume just to say, am I positioning myself right for this? You want to consider doing that. It might not be cheap, but trust me, the investment is going to pay off down the line, just knowing that you're not going to waste any number of years trying to figure out something that you could have done from the beginning. Overall, guys, I just want you to take some time to think about it. Before you jump on the bandwagon and try to do what everybody is doing, just really sit down and do some asking. Ask yourself questions. Yes, money is a driver. Money is a great driver. It's very good for you to consider the professions that are the most lucrative, the ones that pay the most. But you want to make sure that you're making this decision all round, because at some point, money will no longer be a primary need for you. At that point, then what? You will come to a point where your basic needs are met. Money is no longer the first thing that is your source of worry. Then what? So you want to make sure you're putting all of these things into consideration when you're trying to decide. When you're trying to decide what career path you want to go for, or how you want your career path to look like. Make an all-round balanced decision. That's what I'm saying. Don't jump on the bandwagon. You don't have to do what everybody is doing. You don't have to discard your previous experience because in your mind it doesn't count. Or I'm looking for the one that will make me the most money. Congratulations, you're going to make the most money, but it might just be the one that will make you the most frustrated. At the end of the day, your mental health is going to tank. You will now use that your plenty money to be curing yourself. That's not what we need. Okay? So you want to make sure that you're looking all around and making sure that you're taking advantage of the trend. You're taking advantage of the way the job market is going, because right now it is in the favor of employees. Okay, if you're not getting the right jobs, if you're not getting the right opportunities that you aim to get even after you have done all the work, maybe it's time to get a professional to look at your documents, look at your credentials, look at what your career path look like, and provide direction for you. Right now, one of the career coaches that I know is Dr. Adi, like I talked about. I'll leave her details on the screen for you guys to go check out. If it's just to follow her Instagram page, she has these live videos that she does on a weekly basis, just providing clarity in different areas, and I find those sessions very amazing, very enlightening for me, and you might want to consider that as well. If you're a newcomer in Canada and you're looking to get back into your career path, what areas are you struggling with? What areas do you think you might use a little more clarity on? Please leave it in the comment section below. Somebody who can provide some help to you might just be watching this video as well, and they'll be able to answer the question. If you're an OG in Canada and you have been able to figure out what your career path look like, what were the initial struggles for you? What areas did you struggle in, and what advice would you give to newcomers who are coming so that they don't make mistakes as well? So if you want to leave that in the comment section, that would be great as well. Let's exchange ideas and make sure that everybody's helping one another to make the best career decisions for this year 2022. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. I would love to hear from you as usual, so please leave your thoughts, your comments in the comment section below, and I'll be there to engage you on there. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video, guys, and until I come your way in the next video, please don't forget to subscribe on your way out. It's Marina saying thank you and have an awesome day. Bye, guys.